Okay, so not much to say about these mulligans. We're going to keep the 2 early game cards. Having a Raven Idol that we can play turn 1, again, is like really something we're looking for. And the Living Roots should be fine. We could actually play both of these turn 1 if we wanted to. I don't know if we really want the Living Roots to just remove that. I suppose we could. It's gonna... I mean, it'll get rid of the card at least. Do we want Millhouse? How ambitious is it to take a Millhouse here? This is pretty cool. These are all legends. Huh. The Tauren Chieftain is not very good because, like, both players just get a... It's a pretty powerful spell, but you give your opponent one also, so I don't think that's more of just like a for fun card. And Rafam is pretty powerful. I mean, at 7/8 for 9, he's kind of small for the cost, but the card you get is insane. Although it does cost 10 mana, he's not going to affect the game for a long time. I am actually just going to take this Millhouse here. If the opponent has some spells next turn to play, then that's fine. But the Paladin, I don't think, is really known for their for having spells that are going to affect the board in insane ways. This early, because if they probably have something like Consecration in hand. But we don't really mind if they play a Consecration here because it doesn't do that much to our board. The Millhouse isn't normally a card that you want to play, but I think in this situation it's all right because if the opponent was going to play a spell that's going to do something to the Millhouse, they'd be planning to do that anyway. Nice. They did not have any spells that they wanted to cast, so we just get a 4/4 for 2. And I think here we can wait. We're going to play this as a 5-drop and protect it because that's going to be able to give us being able to mimic the opponent's power, and while we're using our power to pick off their 1/1s is a good way to build up our board. And we don't have any other 5-drops in hand, so we can afford to wait and protect this thing. I think this trade is okay to make. Since we're planning to use the power next turn also, I think we're okay with the Savage Combatant here. We do, a lot of times you want to save this and play it as a 6-drop, but the opponent doesn't have anything to threaten this with right now. So, that's bad for us. That sucks. Well, crap. So we're just going to have to make this trade. That was a good counter for our 5/4. And actually, we'll just play this Silver Hand. The Paladin secrets are all pretty bad, so, we can save the Key's-End Mystic until we run our other cards out, but it's not really worth holding on to for longer than we need because the secrets that we can steal are pretty weak. So, let's see what we can discover here. A Beast Mookless Champion, that's going to be pretty nice with Silverhand Recruit Regent. We'll have to make sure we play the Regent first so that we get all the triggers happen in the order that the cards were played. So we're going to want to make sure that we play that first so that we're going to get the 1/1 in play before the pump effect happens. And if we play Mookless Champion first, we will they'll all get pumped, but then we'll get the 1/1 after they all get the bananas, so it'll end up being a little smaller. Although, if there's a good chance we just play this next turn to pump these guys that we already have out. Maybe we don't need to make things awkward in order to have them in that order. We'll see. We'll see what the board looks like next turn. The Mookless Champion looks like it's going to be pretty insane if we can have it along with Silverhand Regent. That's fine, because we could just use this to break his shield. We could also just use our face to break the shield, and then we can send a 2 and a 3 power creature into this. Okay, we could do that. Uh-oh. Is this equality consecration? Not quite. Oh, so lucky. Fine. We're still just going to trade this thing off for one of those. We can spend... It's going to be awkward trying to spend all of our mana this turn. I think we could just play these 2 4-drops. And we do want to try to dump our hand out before we play the Venture Co Mercenary, because we have all these cards in hand, so we want to be able to use them. I feel like every thing that I say we're going to do, I end up doing something different the turn after. Because now I do want to play the Venture Co Mercenary because it matches up well against this 3/5. We do want to power here so that we can hit this 1/1 with it. We want to be set up well for this. I guess we can play the 3s. We've got 9 mana, so we'll Raven Idol first and discover a minion and see if this changes anything. We'll take a Savage Combatant, that's alright. So we're going to want this and a power. The reason for this play is that both of the creatures we just dropped this turn are good targets for his 3/5, but he can only kill one of them. So it does give the opponent the choice, but either one of them is going to give us a pretty good effect next turn. And I think this makes use of the Wind Fury minion in a good way, because if the opponent will probably kill our Silverhand Regent, and then we're going to get to play the Stormwind champion and hit for like 6 with the Wind Fury guy. And normally it would be kind of hard to make use of that card. So by giving the opponent like 2 decent options for the thing they get to eat, it means that we're going to get to do something. Oh, that was unexpected. Oh, they just wanted to kill that. I don't think that was a very good play. I think that the opponent should have just killed one of them with this. Like, they could have just played this and maybe taken the 50-50 chance of killing our Wind Fury guy, but I guess now we get to get some more 1/1s out. So we're going to power this turn, and this guy's going to go up to a 4. Well, I guess we can actually power with the Savage Combatant, have 3 damage that we can send into something. That's not very good. We can't play the Savage Combatant and the Stormwind Champion and power all this turn. I think we do want the Stormwind Champion so that we can send our 3/3 into his 3/4. We'll have a 4/4 and send it into the 3/4. So yeah, we'll do this. I suppose we also have this option. Maybe that's a little better. So at that point, actually, we should have sent this into this guy. That was a misplay from me. Sorry about that. I didn't think about all those well enough, but I guess I'm a little tired right now. I feel like I don't know. This isn't really the kind of deck that I'm super happy playing with. So some of these gameplay situations aren't the ones that I normally find myself in. So with the Savage Combatant, we can send 7 into this Ogre. That's pretty good. And we may as well heal ourselves a little extra too. And it looks like we're still getting punished here for the bad attack last turn, because if we had removed the what was that guy called? If we removed the Dragonkin Sorcerer last turn, then I think we would have not had to deal with this 1/1 right now. No, I guess they would have had an extra 1/1. We picked off the other 1/1, so it's like we've got a pretty good position right now, but I think that it could be a better position than what we've currently got. Let's see what kind of beast we can discover. We have a good chance of winning a charge here. And if we do win the charge, we did. So we can send this into a 6/6. Yeah. Did we have lethal there? We've got 6, 12, 18, 22. We only had 25 there. It would have been pretty bad to have missed lethal, but I think I counted that right. I think we only had 25 damage there. And this game's pretty much over at this point, so I don't know. There's not a lot to say about that. I mean, we just like try to survive and play these big cards out. So we're at 2-2 now. Not a very good record, but we'll keep going with this one, and I'll be back for another game here in a minute.